The loss of a loved one is devastating enough. The last thing that I want to see as a financial advisor is now you're in a more financially stressful situation because of it. My name is Michael Carlson. I'm a certified financial planner with Carlson Wealth Advisors. If you'd like to learn more about me and our firm, you can click the link below this video to go to our website. Today, I want to talk to you about specifically life insurance, what it is, what are the main types of life insurance, and most importantly, do you need it? Life insurance is a type of insurance similar to auto insurance, home insurance, that pays out a death benefit or a sum of money at the loss of an insured person's life. Let's say that I've got an insurance policy, a life insurance policy that has $1 million death benefit, and I pass away. That $1 million is then going to be paid out to whoever I had named as a beneficiary. Reason why you would have life insurance is to cover some kind of need or financial loss upon loss of life of a person. The classic case is that of, say, the breadwinner, okay, the person who earns most or all of the money passes away. All of a sudden, you've got a family left behind that doesn't have that source of income anymore. Life insurance is a great way to cover for that type of potential risk. A lot of this seems pretty basic so far, and you might be wondering, okay, this doesn't seem that complicated. I kind of knew all this stuff already, but some other things you might want to think about. People who have an insurable interest. Let's look at that same situation. Say you've got a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad. And on the surface, you might think, well, there's not really a need for insurance on that person because if they were to pass, there's no financial loss to speak of, so we're good to go there. But think of all that person in that case does for their family. Getting them to places, providing daycare services, cooking meals, cleaning the house, any number of things that when you think about it, there is a financial aspect to that. So even at least having minimal coverage on a person that doesn't necessarily have any financial benefit to the home really has a lot more financial benefit than you might think. So it'd be good to not only have insurance on that primary breadwinner, but also that person that's doing all those things that typically don't have a dollar amount fixed to it. What are some other insurable needs you might think? Well, there's not just the present need, but there's also future types of needs. Do I want to help save for and pay for children's education fund in the future? Okay, maybe you've got two working spouses. They would be fine financially if one of them passed, but maybe they wouldn't be able to save for the future, whether that's for retirement, a college education in the future. Any number of future goals could be affected. Your ability to save for those things could be greatly reduced or completely reduced if someone's income is all of a sudden out of the picture. Now, what about in retirement? A lot of people get into retirement. They may have existing life insurance policies. Some people just think, well, I should always have life insurance. I was told that from a very young age, get life insurance. Do you need it in retirement? Maybe, maybe not. Do you have a mortgage that maybe has just a few more years left on it in retirement? Does a spouse have a significant pension benefit that goes away entirely upon their passing? The important thing to consider anytime you're looking at life insurance is, what is this going to replace? If you look at your situation, you've already got a life insurance policy in place, and you're at a position in life where, hey, I don't really need this anymore. Nice thing about term life insurance is that you can cancel it at any time. You just stop paying premiums, and the life insurance company says, all right, fine, well, you're not paying premiums anymore. You're not going to be penalized for it, but if something happens to you, you're on your own. If you're in a situation where you're right on that borderline of, we could get by without it. I've had this policy, maybe it was a 20-year term policy. I've had it for 15 years. I'm just going to let it go because we don't really need it anymore. You still may want to keep a hold on that. You don't want to leave your loved ones behind on the very thinnest of razors and say, well, they could probably be fine. They could probably make it. If the premiums are inexpensive and it would still go along to help them out might consider hanging on to that policy a little longer. A lot of life insurance policies have things like accelerated death benefits. So let's say you unexpectedly become very ill and you are dealing with some kind of terminal diagnosis. Sometimes, depending on the policy, you'll be able to tap into that policy, use its benefits prior to your death to pay for medical bills, which can often be a pretty intense burden. Number of reasons why, even when you think maybe I don't need this anymore, the pros of having the policy can still outweigh the cons of those premiums that you have to pay on a regular basis. Whatever your situation is, try to think deeply about, what are my needs now? What are my needs in the future? Do I need to continue paying these premiums? Do I need to go out there and get a policy? Everybody's situation is different. Your answer is not going to be the same as my answer, is not going to be the same as your neighbor's answer. Don't look at someone else who says,
oh man, you've got to have this much, or you don't really need that.
Or whatever it is, because their situation could be vastly different from yours. If you've got any questions about that, give me a call, shoot me an email. Love to chat with you about it. See if that's something you need. Maybe it's not anything you need at all. But either way, best to be informed, best to have a good idea what you're doing, and always best to have a plan in place. Again, Michael Carlson. If you like this, think it would be helpful to somebody else, go ahead, share that. Love to help as many people as we possibly can. And have a great day.